Welcome to today's session. I want us to start. The others will meet us along the way. And today, this is our final session whereby we are looking at shipping and delivering goods. That's the introduction, that's the topic. So what is one topic or idea that touched you from the self-guided module? This is a question as we reflect on what you have learned. Handling and shipping, that is what we are looking at today. Because previously, during our last session, we looked at payment. Now we are looking at handling and shipping. What happens after an order? The first thing after an order has been made, you mark the item. You identify the item that has been purchased by the customer. Then you have create invoice. You invoice the customer on what the customer has purchased so that the customer can be able to make payments. Then we have handle. Then we have ship. Shipping is working on how the item will be able to reach to the customer. Then you deliver that's the fulfillment of the order. Once you made the delivery and the customer is happy with the product that has been delivered, then you can say that the order has been fulfilled. Then we look at handling and shipping. Here we are saying that handling is all activities to prepare an item for shipping. That is wrapping, if we need to wrap the item, packing, and loading. Those three activities. Wrapping, because there are items that may need to be wrapped, especially maybe it's bulk items and some sensitive items like maybe it's furniture or it's electronic items. You may need to wrap them to ensure that they'll be able to reach their destination safely. Then you have packing and loading. Then shipping is dispatching the order to the buyer. Then here we look at managing returns, whereby we are saying that customers sometimes might have problems with their order, or they can change their mind about their purchase. In most countries, they are protected by regulations that guarantee their right to return items purchased online. As we said earlier, that many of these laws are made to to protect the consumer, not the seller. They are made to protect the buyer of the products. Then here we are saying, make sure you develop your own return policy. You should be able to develop your return policy so that you can be able to tell the consumers within how many days after purchase will you be able to accept returned goods and maybe the condition of the goods that you will be able to accept the returned good once they're in good condition. They are in the same condition that they were dispatched. So you'll be able to make your own return policy on that. And then here we're asking, what information do you need to set up a shipping policy? As we have said, shipping is the process of delivering the purchased product to the consumer or to the customer. Then here we look at elements of a shipping policy. Here we are saying that a shipping policy should have handling costs. If there are any additional costs that you will incur in handling the products, if you need, maybe if you'll hire extra help, or you'll hire equipment, maybe it's a forklift or some other equipment to help you in packaging the product. This should be included in the shipping policy. The shipping provider, this is the company that you will use to ship. The shipping company's restrictions. It's good to have the shipping company restrictions so that the buyer will be able to know about if there are any restrictions. And also, you should have a clear message to the customers. The message should be very clear. It should not be ambiguous. It should be clear and straight to the point so that the customer is able to understand the policy. Then here we look at terms and conditions. Then here we are saying you will need to formulate terms and conditions regarding returns. So you should have a policy on returns, the returned goods, shipping. You should have a policy on shipping goods. You should have a policy on handling and other policies. So these are just a few of the policies that a business should have, so that you can be able to even protect yourself as a seller from litigation by the buyer. So that at least when there's a policy, the terms and conditions are well spelled out, and the buyer is able to understand the terms and conditions before they engage with your company or with your business. So that in case there is litigation, you can use that policy as evidence of your business policy. Then here we are asking ourselves, what are the policies of famous online stores? Are they clear? Are they complex? So you should also go and look at other stores and see about their online policies. Then here we are saying clear terms and conditions create trust and avoid conflict, as you have said. When the terms and conditions are clear, there will be no conflict because each party is able to understand what is expected of them. Then we have the conclusion there. Then I want to share also another slide. We are still on handling. Then I want to share something else, some more notes on handling. I have some more notes on handling. That is what I want us to go through. There's another presentation that I've seen that is has more information, so that we'll be able even to understand and go deeper on the handling process. It's just loading. Now I have it. Yes, here. Here we are saying when we look at handling, we are saying that handling includes all activities for a business to prepare an item for shipping. For example, if you sell large items such as a wooden sofa, you have to wrap it, to pack it, and load the package onto a truck for shipping. To do so, you might also have to hire additional workers, even temporarily. This means you'll have extra costs that you can, one, include directly in the total price, by making it higher. If you add this handling cost to the total price of this sofa, the price will be higher. So you can factor the handling cost in the price of the sofa. Then two, you can include it, that the first one is include indirectly to the total price. So if the sofa was 30,000 and you incurred an extra 3,000 to hire people to come and wrap the sofa, to load it, so the price that you'll mark the sofa will be 33,000. Then the other way that you can handle the handling cost is by including it directly as an item on the invoice. In this case, you should notify the customer of the expenses in advance to avoid potential conflict. So you should have already informed the customer that this sofa is 30,000 and the cost for handling is 3,000. So that those two prices are quoted separately. Then we look at shipping. Here we are saying that shipping means dispatching the order to the buyer. If you sell online, you can sell to customers from all over the world, but shipping costs vary according to the client's delivery address. Obviously, if maybe you are in Nairobi and you are shipping an order to a customer who is in Nairobi, the shipping cost will be lower than when you are shipping to a customer who is in Kisumu or who is in Nakuru, because of the distance. That is why we are saying that this is why you should disclose shipping costs in advance before customers complete the purchase. So you should always inform your customer that this order you are buying, if it's maybe they are buying maybe human hair, you tell the customer, this human hair I'm selling it at 10,000 and the cost of delivery to where you are is maybe 1,000. And you should inform them that before they complete the purchase, so that they can be able to know whether to make the purchase or not, because there are customers who will feel like, oh, that maybe that delivery cost is a bit too high for me. So it's good to always inform them before they complete the purchase. Also, you should check restrictions on items you can ship, such as restrictions on flammable gases, liquids, lithium ion batteries, and devices containing lithium-ion batteries and devices containing, I think this is lithium-ion batteries, chemical substances. So there are things that you cannot be able to ship overseas. So you should be able to identify if there are restrictions. If there are restrictions to shipping products overseas, especially maybe when you are using sea, or when even you are using the air, you should be able to talk to your the shipping service provider, and you identify any restrictions. Here, this we looked at it on managing returns. Here we say that make sure you develop your own return policy. Then what information do you need to set up a shipping policy? Elements of a shipping policy, where we said it should have clear messages to customers. Then these are the handling costs, whereby we say there are expenses associated with the process of preparing and managing the goods for shipment. And then we say that these costs can include various activities and resources required to ensure that products are properly packaged, labeled, and ready for transportation, e.g. labor costs, packaging materials, those are box or crates, and handling equipment cost associated with forklifts, pallets, or jacks. Maybe if it's something heavy, you will need a forklift to lift it, then that cost you include it as a separate handling cost, as a separate cost from the product that the customer is purchasing. Then here we're saying in handling costs, decide if you're going to increase the prices, as you said earlier, or you're going to see, you can say you'll increase the prices to cover the cost of handling, or You are going to keep them the same to attract customers to buy online. You can decide that you're not going to charge your customers for the handling costs, maybe for hiring extra workers to come and wrap the item, or hiring a machine, a forklift, to come and lift the item. You can just say that that will be the cost is catered for by the business. Here we are saying that you should contact the post office and logistics services. These are the services who are involved in shipping, and you should ask them about shipping restrictions on ground, mail, and air. As I've said, if there's any restrictions on ground, on sea, on air, you should be able to know about it. And also country-specific limitations, like there's no alcohol to Saudi Arabia, no cigarettes to Hungary. So these are some of the shipping restrictions in the various countries. Then you should also be able to find out the duties, if there are custom duties and declaration charges that you should pay if you sell, if you are selling the product. So you should be able to know this, especially if you are shipping the product to another country, if there are any customs duties involved. And then here we are saying choosing a shipping provider. Make a list of factors to choose between the post office and other logistics services such as FedEx, DHL, Pony Express. The factors can be price. It is good to conduct your own research and compare the price of the different shipping providers, so that you can be able to identify a shipping provider who has an affordable price. The pickup times, the times that the shipping provider will come to pick the products from your business so that they can be shipped. Then the places the courier can deliver. So you should be able to know if it will be able to deliver countrywide, or it just delivers within your town, or even they can be able to deliver to other countries. And then also experience in delivering your product. If you've dealt with them before, you're able to know if they have provided a good customer service to you, and also to the person that they're delivering the product to. So you can be able to know how the company operates, and if they have a good reputation or a bad reputation. Then here we're saying, when you're creating shipping policies, signal clearly on the website. So the policy should be clearly written on the website, and then the shipping costs that the customer would pay for. You should indicate the shipping cost that a customer will pay. If they will pay according to distance, or they pay according to weight, or they pay according to the size of the product, please indicate that in the shipping policy. Also, when shipping would be free, indicate when you are offering free shipping services. And then we are saying here, you can also review shipping policies of similar online stores to take inspiration. As I said earlier, before you come up with a policy, go to similar stores and get inspiration on their shipping policy. Then that will guide you to make your own policy. Then here we are looking at the terms and conditions. This we looked at it, where we said that you should formulate terms and conditions on returns, shipping, handling, and other policies. And I don't know if there's anything I've left out. There's nothing I've left out. So that is all for today. We have come to the end of our training on the Foundations program on digital skills. So I'm very thankful to you for agreeing to learn with me, and agreeing for me to be able to take you this course. So enjoy your evening, and let us continue even to go through the module so that we can be able to learn more.